If you're thinking about buying new construction in Las Vegas, here are 7 things you need to ask each builder. Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Thomas with the Thomas Group, your local Las Vegas and Henderson realtors. I am also your new construction home expert, and because I do so much new construction home sales, I thought it would be really good to put a video together for all the things that you need to keep in mind as you're comparing one community to another shopping here for new builds in Las Vegas. Now, just as a reminder, you need to bring me in with you on your first visit. But it's very important because otherwise you actually sign something that says that you waive independent representation. I can help keep everything straight for you, help negotiate, and really help guide you through the process. All right, let's take a look at what you need to know as you're comparing all of these communities. All right, now the first thing that you're going to want to find out is what is the average buyer spending on the cost of upgrades in the home. This is going to take into account 2 different things. One is the structural options, and that is things like adding an extra bedroom, bathroom, the cost of those massive sliders. That information you can get a price sheet for, but the reason why it's good to find an average is because all of the design center options, that's like, your countertops and your cabinets, all of the beautiful finishes, that pricing you won't get until you sign everything and go to the design center. So when you find out that average, it gives you a good ballpark. Now, I'm gonna share with you a little trick that I use for my buyers in order to help them get a better idea of what they're going to spend. We ask for a printout of all of the upgrades on a spec home, one that's already being built and is for sale. And that way you're kind of able to go in and say, oh, they used this, they spent this much on flooring, these counters were this much, and it helps you get a better idea for what you're going to end up at. Number 2 are lot premiums, and these can vary greatly from community to community. Now, it used to be that lot premiums were only on the premium lots, but now we see them on almost every lot. I would say the average right now is somewhere between 10 and 40,000, depending on where you're shopping. But I've seen them as low as 0 and all the way up to $1 million if you're looking up for a view lot in McDonald Highlands. The third thing that you need to find out is, does this property have a SID or a LID? Now, you may or may not be familiar with what this is, and it stands for Special Improvement District or Local Improvement District. And this is a way for new construction builders to pass the cost of infrastructure, meaning like the roads and the lights and sidewalks, etc., onto the buyer. And it's done through a bond, and you'll see this in most master plan communities. So something to watch out for as you're comparing. And this could range anywhere from, maybe $7,000 all the way up to $20,000. And it is a bond, so it has interest on it, and it's paid off over a course of either 10 to 20 years. So it is something for you to keep in mind that's important, an extra added cost. Number 4 is build time. Now, we've recovered from some of the craziness of COVID, but build time still varies greatly. I've had clients recently whose homes have been ready in 4 months, and I also have clients whose homes are taking 20 months. So it really depends on the builder, the area, and obviously the size of the home. Number 5 are your HOA dues. Now, obviously your individual neighborhood will have its own HOA dues, so find out what that is and what does that include. Does it have a community pool? Is it gated, etc.? But you also need to find out, if you are in a master plan community, are there additional master plan fees? If you're in Summerlin, Lake Las Vegas, you will have those fees. Sometimes they get you some extra benefits, sometimes not. Number 6, what incentives is the builder currently offering? Now, a lot of this is going to depend on if you're paying cash or financing. So if you're financing and you go through the builder's lender, they're more inclined to give you those extra incentives like closing cost incentives, rate buy down, etc. And especially right now with interest rates so high, those incentives really help, and that's why so many people are choosing to buy new construction. In addition to those incentives, sometimes, especially if we're looking at quick move homes or even on a dirt lot, we have some wiggle room for negotiation. So that's where I can definitely step in and help you. And finally, number 7 are the deposits. Now, if you're buying a spec home, a quick move, this is usually pretty straightforward. It's a flat amount. But if you're building from the ground up, the deposits really can vary because builders want you, if you're spending a certain amount, or if you're spending over a certain amount on your structural options and in the design center, that will require additional deposits. All right, now while that's not an exhaustive list, it really gives you a good start on everything that you need to know if you are buying new construction here in Las Vegas. And I would love to help you keep all of that straight as you're shopping. Once again, my name's Kristen and I am the new home expert here at the Thomas Group at Real Broker, and I would absolutely love to help you. We offer free consultations and you can find all of our information on the screen, and I'm extension 2 for Kristen. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.